has been a long time since I've streamed last, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Not really sure why I stopped for so long, but oh well. Saw this game, thought it'd be kind of different. You know, maybe that's what I needed, something different. So, it's called Dead Secret. I've been told, or read, I guess, that it's like a mystery puzzle, solve a crime type thing, maybe. So, I figured I'd give it a shot. September 25th.
Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days ago. Nobody believes me, but I think he was murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. There's a story hiding here, and I'm going to cover it. If I'm right, there are 4 major suspects.
Okay.
Graham Wellington, Josie Herrera, Cynthia Peckman,
Oh, the wife.
Bobby Sawyer.
Aaron boy?
I'm not leaving until I find out what happened.
Why would he be a bad guy? What's his motive? Oh. Whoa. Oh. Click and walk. Hello. Alright, I broke my arm. Small parcel tied tightly with twine. I can't open it with my bare hands. Really? I guess they're going to do the whole, I have a broken arm, so well, there's a lot of things I can't do. Reclusive professor found dead at home. KS. Harris Bullard, a retired college teacher, was found dead in his home Monday. The body was discovered by Bobby Sawyer, who worked part-time for Bullard running odd jobs. Police investigation has concluded that Bullard died of natural causes. He was 63. Natural causes. Bullard moved into his home on Rampo Way several years ago, but was rarely seen about town. He was a private and reclusive man who seemed to have few friends. Bullard raised eyebrows last year when a former student and pretty young woman named Josie Herrera moved in with him. Oh, really? Bullard's will, written in 1957, leaves his entire estate to his ex-wife Cynthia Peckman. Peckman will reportedly sell the house and its contents immediately. Harris was a genius in his discipline. A former colleague. The field of neuroscience is considerably poorer without him. I'm gonna go with wife. Just, I don't know. Retired recluse. Found dead in study. Natural. Okay. Interesting. Why is it got the Asian stuff all over it? Are we Asian? Okay. Piano's blocking the way. Okay. I don't even know if I even need a keyboard for this. Oh, wait. Nope. Door. It's locked. Find the key. Alright. Oh. Didn't even think about checking the drawers here. Drawer. Oh. Small key. Investigate the crime scene. Alright. Nothing in there. Now let's leave those open so we know that we've been there. Oh, can't open it. Alright, well, I believe I've got the key. I don't like that. It was creepy. Ugh. Door unlocked. Hello. Alright. That looked like it just swung open when I came in. So what is missing? Japanese fairy tales in ghostly Japan. An attempt at interpretation. The romance of the Milky Way. And of course, I figured that. The Snow Woman. Adapted from the original translation by Lafcadio Hearn. Okay. I need to turn that music down. Because it's going to... Can I turn the music down? And then, snow. There's gotta be a way. Options. Really? Won't let me turn the music down? Alright, hopefully there's not anything important audibly. Alright, so no objectives. No collection. Coroner's report. Haven't read that yet. Okay, fine. An old man and his son climbed a mountain to collect firewood. It began to snow heavily, and able to make it back home, they decided to pass the night in a small hut. In the middle of the night, the young man awoke to see that the door had blown open. A tall woman with long hair and white kimono was leaning over his father, blowing her breath upon him. Whatever that means. When she saw the son was awake, she said, "You are a handsome young man, so I will let you live. But if you ever speak of this to anyone, your life shall be forfeit." Really? In the morning, the young man found his father frozen and dead. He climbed down the mountain alone and never spoke of the episode. A year later, he met and married a young, beautiful girl. They had children together and were happy. But the night of his father's death still weighed heavily on his mind. One night, after having a bit of too much to drink, the man told his wife about the encounter with the Snow Woman. She was furious. "You promised not to tell," she screamed, and before his eyes she became the tall woman with long black hair and white kimono. Wow! "If it were not for our children, I would end your life here and now. I will spare you for their sake. For if anything ever happens to them, you shall pay the price." And with that, she melted into the wind and was gone. Interesting. Uh, 58 years. I thought it said he was 63. The newspaper said he was 63. I could have swore it said 63. Elevated glucose evident in bloodstream. Small lesions on inner lining of stomach. Blood under fingernails. Evidence of significant dehydration. That doesn't sound like natural causes to me. Hmm. You are here. Where is Japan? Medical books with names I can't pronounce. Oh, hello. What? Alright. One of the buttons is missing. Okay, I'm guessing some kind of puzzle box. It's no with a foreign symbol, and underneath it reads North. Okay. First bullet, I am woodcutter. Your past has caught up with you. It is over. Oh. Interesting. I can use these to open the package in the other room. Yes! Sweet. It looks like a tiny camera lens. Alright. Something's typed here, but the paper is so far in the feeder that I can't pull it out. No doubt. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. No. What is this? Joe. Something's after me. It's creeping around the house, trying to get in. I'm sure of it. I heard footsteps outside and creaking on the roof. It's not safe here. I've taken the ideofocal lenses from their normal locations and hidden them in my study. I sent you a package that you'll know what to do with. Check the map for the mask. As usual, X marks the spot. The sequence is west, east, north. Bullard hid something in this room. Very suspicious. This would be a great hook. West, east, north. That's what that is. Yeah. That symbol is going to be on the button. It'll be doop, boop, boop. That's not creepy at all. Alright. Alright. Oh, hello. See that? You see that? You see that? Right there. Oh. The man who could see with his skin. What? In 1926, I met a man who could see with his skin. His eyes were sealed with wax and bandage, yet he remained aware of the room around him. We held up signs, which he read. Oh! Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. The Lycorn? Ah, can't pronounce it. Sorry. Lycorn? Oh. He held up signs, he read them, and fingers which he counted even when he stood behind him. After the performance, I gave him $200 for the secret. He explained that he could see as long as some part of his skin remained exposed to the air. He described it as a shift in the wind or a slight breeze on his face. The subtle motion of the hair on his arms. Interesting. After years of focus and practice... Hey, thanks for the follow, Ivan. Appreciate it. After years of focus and practice, he had developed Eyeless Joe found dead in hotel. Interesting. Okay. I want to check the entire room before I go back, because I know that I can open that package. That package, I bet, has something important in it. Doesn't turn on, guess it's broken. Okay. But it's record player. There's no record. Oh. Look. Aha. 2 lenses. Circular lens. I can't see. Does it open wider if... Nope. Anything there? This room's regular library. Some volumes like ancient. It's covered with dust. Okay. Alright, check the drawers. Quantum mechanics and functional analysis. Wow. Huh. That one's eyes. Looks like that one's eyes are missing. A woman. She's wearing a white kimono and saying, "Snow. That's the Snow Woman. That is the Snow Woman." Something about this painting makes me uncomfortable. It's very bleak. Kind of looks like this house. All right. I think I've seen. Alright. These candles, can we light the candles? No? Okay. Alright. Oh, shit! Okay. Right mouse for inventory. I got chills. Well, there's the book. Okay, no. Okay, I don't. Okay, right click, I guess, is to use inventory. Okay. Got the book. Ooh, the TV's on. Shit. Doesn't turn on. Gah! 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 That's what I figured. Okay. Can't push the book all the way back. Feels like it's hitting something. Wait, there's something jammed back there. Flat rectangular wedge or some sort of foreign writing on it. It's the other button. It's the other button. Okay. Calmly. Button. Okay. West, east, north. Wasn't it? Oh, wait. That's north. So if that's north, Okay. Okay. Ah! That's a weird little mask. See the lens fit into the mask eye sockets with a weird... Huh. Mask. Oh, shit. Oh, this is gonna be creepy. Oh, shit. That was that guy. It was that guy. He was there. What was that? I don't know. But there was a thing. It was... Something was... There's a page taped to the back. Josie, if you're reading this note, then something must have happened to me. I may be dead or missing. If so, the only person who can save our research. The truth is, I'm being threatened. It started before I left the college. I get notes every few months from somebody calling himself Woodcutter. But he wants his access to our research. He wants me to turn over our plans for the Lunar Dream Apparatus. It's a very interesting name for something. Josie, my life is in danger. Woodcutter knows things, secret things about my past that nobody should know. I'll not yield to simple blackmail, but lately, What? I knew there was more to show. But there's evidence in the safe. There's a safe upstairs? Wait. Hang on. Is there a... Here. Profiles. Black notes. Oh. Okay. Right. Mask. I hate that mask. It's creepy. What was... Snow Woman Coroner's Report. Okay, but lately okay, I just gotta go far enough then. Threats have escalated. Oh, lately the threats have escalated. I'm sure that I'm being watched at the house. I sometimes hear things on the other side of the wall. Yesterday, with the mask on, I thought I thought I saw somebody reaching for me. It's a warning from my subconscious. I am no longer safe here. I've locked our research away in the safe upstairs. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know. I want you to retrieve it and leave. Destroy everything before you go. Burn the house down if you have to. Just get the research and get out of here. Head for the big city where it's easy to hide. I'm counting on you, Joe. Don't let our work fall into their hands. See, what's these? Okay. Then he had developed the ability to form a mental image of his surroundings based on these slight sensations. This man had achieved a form of... Hello, troublemaker. How's it going? This man had achieved a form of ideofocus. Granted, he only had access to a very narrow range of sensory information, but the result was powerful. I immediately resolved to discover the secret of his ability. Now, almost 4 decades later, I'm very close. Oh, that would be cool research, yeah. I get that now. Okay, there's something else in there. Just a pillow, I guess, to hold the thing. Alright, did that. I guess this is going through this door. Alright, maybe since I finished investigating this area, my hunch was right. Buller's death is definitely fishy. Better stop and review my notes. Body was found by Bobby Sawyer. That's it. Oh, I actually have to remember stuff. Bobby ran odd jobs for Bullard. Could have done it. He certainly had the opportunity. Bullard was scared. He worried about losing his research. Blackmail. I knew this would be a scoop. Somebody wanted Bullard's research, and he must have been killed for it. Bullard was being blackmailed by Woodcutter. It's like a test. I was going to take a quiz. God. Yeah, one second here. Woodcutter. What is that supposed to mean? This is kind of juicy till I came here to find. Blank page. Okay. To tell the story, I need some real evidence. Let's go check out that safe upstairs. Alright. Just thought there's be someone lurking somewhere. Where it shouldn't be. Creepy. Ooh. At least it's light. I can't even walk. Left or right? Ooh. Let's go left. Alright. Alright. Okay. So far, so okay. Nothing there. Anything in the box? No. What's in the box? Nope. Alright. Hero says helicopter may win Vietnam War. Okay. South Vietnam, a Medal of Honor winner from Kansas said today the helicopter may win the war for South Vietnam. Marine Major Douglas Big Tom Thompson, 39 of Fortuna, won the nation's highest military award during World War II, manning a bazooka in Iwo Jima. Major Thompson is attached to the Marine helicopter squadron operating along the coast and northern border of South Vietnam. Thompson's father lives in Wichita, Kansas. As a large leatherneck, Thompson destroyed 16 Japanese strong points and killed 75 Japanese on Iwo Jima in 1945. He is the only Medal of Honor winner currently serving in Vietnam. The most effective weapon the Viet Cong uses is terror. The big pipe-smoking Marine said. The most effective one against them is the helicopter. Obviously, that helicopter didn't do that much. There's a paper. Gotta get to the paper. Paper. What do we have here? Dear Diary, today is an anniversary. It was 5 years ago today that I found Dad's name on an old research paper at the U of C. He had written it in 1933, 8 years before I was born. I didn't know he had gone to college. I had never really thought about his life. He was just a name on my birth certificate. Dad ran out on Mama after the war. He had gone off to fight and just never came back. When he stopped writing, Mama thought he'd been killed. I remember her crying at the kitchen table. The war ended. Life went on. Mama died without ever finding out what happened to him. That sucks. I used to hate him. Hated the idea of him. Hated my mother a little bit too. Figured Dad was just a deadbeat who ditched Mama because he didn't want a kid. But when I found his name in the library, something changed. I couldn't stop thinking about him. Deadbeat dads don't study physics, do they? What is he doing now? What does he look like? Is he married to somebody else? I traced him here to Kansas, but finding him is taking longer than I expected. Oh, wait, Kansas. I wonder if that one. Yeah. Came to Kansas, looked for her father. Oh. Oh. This is hers. Okay. Sorry. Drawer. Nothing. Cabinet. Ooh, another paper. Ah! Bobby. Here's your latest chapter all typed up. I think this story is becoming very interesting, and I'm sure you can get it published. I hope you don't mind, but I made a few edits and inserted a few details here and there. I'm looking forward to your next chapter. Joe. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer. Oh! The man had been dead for hours when they found him. He had crawled halfway up Sarah Johnson's porch step before coming to a rest outside the door, his feet dangling off the edge like spaghetti that somebody had cooked too long. Old Sarah just about keeled over when she saw him. The man was inked. Weird lines crisscrossed over every inch of his skin, like Indian war paint. Even his eyelids were marked. The tattoos made him look like some African shaman out of the National Geographic, except that he was white, and he was wearing work overalls 2 sizes too big. Jimmy, the only cop on duty, at 6 in the morning, thought maybe the man had escaped from a chain gang. Jimmy was never the sharpest tool in the shed. Hey! Detective Henderson, though, he's as smart as a whip. He had photos taken of the body, all naked and everything. He put the pictures up on the wall at the little station in the middle of town and started moving them around, turning them this way and that, until the tattoo etches started to line up. Ooh, it's a puzzle. Took him 3 days, but he put together just like a jigsaw puzzle, until the thick lines all connected to the thin lines and the overall shape became clear. Would you believe it? It was a map. When the coroner cut the man open, he found his insides were all twisted into the same map? What? And when they sawed into the man's bone, they found the map there too. What? Etched into the marrow like rings on a tree stump? Well, that's how we first found our way to the cave. What? That's weird. Whatever. Weird. Just weird. Search the bed. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I go there. And I want to walk over there. Look, handprint.
It might say reporter on my desk, but I spend most of my time at the Standard making coffee for my editor. I'm tired of writing the gossip column. This story is my shot at the big leagues. When I prove that Bullard was murdered, all the big papers will come calling. I'll finally escape this backwater town. This is it, the chance I've been waiting for.
Okay. Guess there's nothing in there. Okay. Oh wait, something is holding the lid closed. There's a small dial mounted on the front. Okay, there's gotta be... painted shut. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright. Oh, the goggles. It's a dude with a mask on. Something obviously has to go in there, and I'm guessing it matches up with that. That's my guess. That's my guess. All right. A lot of stuff in this room. All right. No, that looks funny, but whatever. I guess all I gotta do is get close. Close enough. James Laurie and Harris Bullard. I'll do the goggles until I'm done searching. Hey, right there. Harris Bullard, I am Woodcutter. I know your secret. James Laurie sends his regards. So, Picos really wanted time to clean this place out. There's the safe. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be a combination, but I've got to find it. Blurred spot, everything's boxed up. No. There we go. Daily log. We did a test run of the ideofocal lenses today. At first, we did not know how to interpret the results, but now I believe they are working better than we had anticipated. Instead of an unfiltered stream of sensory information, what we're seeing is a subconscious memory. The lenses distort in response to the visual stimuli that the wearer has some knowledge of. Why they see what my conscious mind... they see what my conscious mind cannot. Josie proposed that we are really doing is mining dreams. Dreams are, after all, a form of ideofocus, a time when the subconscious comes forward and shows us truths that we might not otherwise recognize. What we are striving for is unrestricted access to dream thought. As a control mnemonic, the mask works pretty well. I could tell that Josie was dubious at first, but now she understands. Subconscious thought is potentially dangerous to the subject. We will need a physical object to enable the mind to compartmentalize, providing the wearer some degree of cognitive protection. A permanent augmentation will require a much larger apparatus. We will need some other kind of focus mnemonic to help the brain control the deluge of a dream information it will receive. Something large and ambiguous. The moon, perhaps. That's big. The lens, the weird mask. Dream thought? The moon? Ooh, I wonder if it's going to get night and I can look up at the moon. Bullets, but everything is boxed up and ready to move out. We'll save the safe. Emptied. Oh, paper. Paper. Daily log again. Woodcutter sent me another note today. He knows things nobody should know. Secrets I buried 20 years ago. He knows about James Lowry. It's impossible, but somehow he knows. I can tell he's getting closer to me. His notes are mailed from the Grove post office. And the last night I could swear I heard somebody moving around outside. I haven't been this scared since Chicago. Chicago. I need to be patient. He's going to have to reveal himself to me at some point. If he wants my research, he'll have to wait until it's completed. I don't believe in ghosts. When I find him, I will kill him. Hand.
Bill told me to cover Bullard's death, but he's just looking for gossip about the young assistant. But I took it seriously, did the research, followed every lead, like a real journalist would. It paid off. I found something everybody else missed. A note, a half-thought, scribbled in the margins of the coroner's draft report. It read, "Hypothermia in summer?"
I don't remember seeing that. Because it doesn't say it. It doesn't let me see it at least. That'll be for the other room, I bet. The fireplace is full of logs. I wonder if someone tried to burn something. Alright. So now we'll check the safe. Figured that. I hate these. Whoa! He's like upside down. What is he up there? Creepy bastard. Hate those goggles. Still think that one of these guys are going to come out and pop right there. Should be something there. Alright, back in here. Hey, what is closed? Or open? Oh well. Do-do-do-do. Yeah. Oh, it's a puzzle. Okay. Oh, crap, damn it. Oh, am I supposed to, I guess... Hello. Dear Diary, today Dr. Bullard and I built a chassis for his new weather device. It's weird as usual. I don't really get why we're building it, but Dr. Bullard doesn't explain things. Tomorrow I need to go buy some bottles for the base. Today was Mama's birthday. She would have been 54, I guess? 50 something. Hey, LHD Gamer. What's happening? I bet she would have liked the work I'm doing now. I hope she's proud somewhere. I had a nightmare again last night. It's been over a year since I had it last, but it never changes. I've written about it over and over, but the writing seems to help, so I tell you about it again. Okay. So I'm 5 years old in our apartment in Chicago. Hey, Chicago again. It's dark. I've gotten out of bed to get some water, but I hear something coming from Mama's room. I peek in and see a tall man standing over her. He has his hands around her neck. He's breathing hard, and it's cold air. I can see his breath. It streams out of his mouth like smoke and seems to cover her. There isn't any breathing coming from Mama. She's already dead, but he continues to squeeze. When I was a kid, I thought the dream would go away when I grew up. It hasn't. This thing's almost like it's linking. Like there's some kind of intertwined thing, I'm guessing. He's reoccurring dreams about her mother's death. Okay. It's a small wooden knob. Ooh, I know what that goes to. Small knob. Rats. The safe combination isn't here, but I'm pretty sure I saw a drawer with missing knob downstairs. Yeah, but I know that. Why would you... I would have liked that better if it made you, like, figure it out on your own. Whoa! Hey! No! Who's that? No! Run! Oh, shit. No! Ah! God damn it! Oh! That was creepy as crap. Alright. Alright. Going this way. Chair. Bed. Can I get under that bed? It's higher. Yes. Oh, God. Dead end. I don't know what to do. Okay. Alright. Ooh, I wonder if I can hide in there. That might be it. Try that this time. wardrobe. Haha! I hope this works. Oh, I hope this works. Oh, come on. No. No, do it. No. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. Ugh. Be right back. Like 1 minute. Seriously. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. Alright. This room has very little to hide behind. I wonder if I can hide behind that chair. The only thing I hate... Oh, it's so loud. I wonder. Oh, crap. Okay, run. Chair. Really? That's where you gotta... Get behind the chair. No. Nope. Nope. Alright. It's gotta be the other room. Because there ain't much here. Alright, chair, no. Bed, no. Wardrobe? Okay, now this window was painted shut. It did say window on the other one. I wonder if I can go out the window. I'm gonna try that next. Run away. See, it's got cracked under it. Window. Yeah. Yeah. The window. Oh, crap. Can only go that way. Bird on a lamp thing. Hello, bird. Well, go left. The hell? Alright. I know I came from that way originally. And I've gone that way. I've gone that way. And now I've gone that way. I'll go back this way. I am very lost. I am very, very lost. Alright, I just went that way. Whoa. Yeah, what is going on here? This... I don't like this at all. Hello? Why wouldn't it let me like say something to the guy? What was that? I guess. Whoa. What is that thing? Chapter 4, The Subconscious Mind. The human brain is, at some level, not unlike the pot that produces my coffee every morning. The water I pour into it is infused with the qualities of the roasted bean. The grounds themselves do not pass through the filter, but the liquid that collects in the carafe is no longer simply water. It has been permanently altered. Every part of my body is a sensitive instrument. My skin, my eyes, my muscles, my tongue. If I am a coffee pot, this stream of psychological information is the water, and my conscious mind is the coffee in the carafe. And the sieve is the filter that makes the drink palatable in the subconscious mind. Dr. Bullet, I followed your instructions to calibrate the Tempest Prognosticator. Wow, where do they get these names from? I have no idea. Your concern was correct. The bottles must be placed from heaviest to lightest to produce accurate results. Okay, a heavy to light. The actual weight depends on the leach used. So I have to recalibrate every time he wants to take a reading. Every time we want to take a reading. Also note that the recalibration is required if the battery in the base dies. However, the device works as intended. Once the model is aligned precisely with the moon, it may be used to start the lunar dream apparatus safely. So largest to smallest, but its weight. But it says it's based on the leeches. What leeches? Calibrate the device. The door is stuck. There are electronics inside and it looks like a battery. The bottle marked with letter B. There's a leech inside. Strange device with bells at the top and there's slots for small bottles. It's model of the Earth. Is that the moon? Wow, this is weird. Using the moon as a trigger for the lunar dream apparatus has its problems. The moon must be full, or nearly so. The night must be clear, and the process must be started at a very specific time to ensure that the moon is visible from inside the chamber. Josie's been following weather reports and using lunar charts to try and predict days for ideal test conditions. But it's an error-prone process. The data we get from the weather service just isn't precise enough. Today I hit upon a solution. Well, build our own weather device. In fact, we can base it upon an exceedingly accurate design from a century ago. The Tempest Prognosticator. Ooh. I'll have to make some modifications for our process, of course, but I'm sure with some tuning we could build a device that responds exactly to our weather needs. And we'll need to get some leeches.
Marguerite Higgins is my hero. She won a Pulitzer for her reporting in Korea. I went to college because of her. She goes to war zones, marches with the troops. Nothing scares her, and she gets the story. Marguerite Higgins doesn't run from a juicy story just because her life is in danger. Neither will I.
Oh, paper. So, November 15th, 1960. Dear Harris, I read in the paper today that you received a special award from the college for groundbreaking research. I'm writing to wish you my sincere congratulations. I've said some things that I regret, but today I wish only to extend the good wishes to you and your future endeavors. Do you know the scene in North by Northwest where Cary Grant disrupts an art auction? He makes nonsensical bids until the police are called to haul him away. I saw it last summer at the cinema we used to drive to in Logan. I was lonely to go alone, but that scene made me smile. My life feels like that sometimes. I poke my head up and say something crazy every now and then, just on the off chance that somebody will take me away from all this. I'm no Cary Grant, I'm afraid. I would like to hear from you. Please write me back. Sincerely, Cynthia. She Mrs. Bullard? Okay. That is creepy. Fireplace poker. Star, circle, square. He's looking this way. So if I walk over there, the passage continued downward, a steep slope like we were going down a hill. The smooth crystal didn't give our feet purchase, and we were trying our best not to slip. It was dark as night, but the light from our helmets reflected strangely from the walls, making them dance blue. Once or twice I thought I was flickering the glass, but it was just a trick of the light. It was cold down there. None of us was wearing a jacket. It dawned on us that we had come totally unprepared. A few hours before, we had been whooping and shouting, excited by the crazy angles that cut the crystal entrance out of the cave wall. Sure that we'd found something that was going to make us rich. Now we walked in silence. Henderson's face wore a hard, determined look. Johnson was all suspicious. Jimmy just looked scared, his skin pale, his eyes wide. I opened my mouth to say something to him, then shut it. Either we'd find a way out of here or we'd die down here. All there was to it. It was then that Johnson screamed, "Ah!" Nope.
Dad took me to Wichita once before he died. We drove for 4 hours to get there, ate hamburgers, and watched a movie. Then we went home. He never explained, just told me to get in the car. I guess he knew he was going to die.
National recognition for local college. Washington, D.C. The National Academy of Sciences announced its annual picks for leaders in science academia on Wednesday. Among the recipients of this prestigious award was our Oakley College in Logan. The college won recognition for a controversial research paper published by a school's small neuroscience department last year. We are very proud to have our work recognized in this way, said Dr. Graham Wellington, chair of Oakley's Brain Studies program. We're a very small program focused on areas of research that the big schools ignore. We applaud the Academy of Sciences for giving us the chance to prove ourselves. The award-winning paper, authored by Wellington and Dr. Harris Bullard, was written in 1962, but only published last year, titled Accessing Subconscious Waves Through Twisted Pair Electroencephalography. Electroencephalography. Holy crap. The highest technical paper caused some controversy in the neuroscience community and was ridiculed by many experts in the field. The paper was the source of some local tumult as well. This paper was written entirely by Dr. Bullard, said one Oakley student who did not wish to give his name. Wellington just put his name on it and took all the credit. Bullard, who retired from the school last year, could not be reached for comment. Daily log. Cynthia called me today. She sounded drunk. Damn women. Sometimes I think she calls just to get a rise out of me. I maintained my calm this time, declined her invitation to meet, and told her in no uncertain terms, that if she was looking for money, she had best look elsewhere. And now I am going to go get drunk myself. Graham came by my office this morning. He had a strange looking envelope. It was addressed to me, but had been pushed under the door. It bore no return address, just a single word, woodcutter. I had to run to the class and haven't had a chance to open it yet. But something about it makes me uncomfortable. I hope it's not another love letter from a student. Oh, this must have been when he first got his first one. Graham is a weasel. He never stepped foot in the lab. He's never stepped foot in the lab or run an experiment. But he makes it sound like he's the brains behind the whole program. Without me, he'd be washed up theorist with nothing to his name. And go another one. The little mail fraud enterprise Bobby and I are operating has paid off. Since the beginning, I have been suspicious about Woodcutter's true identity, but I cannot confront him without evidence. Several months ago, I started paying Bobby extra to steal outgoing correspondence from a particular individual's mailbox. We steam open the letter, give it a read, and then send it on its way. It's not the most exciting trick in the book, and Bobby certainly doesn't like it. But I found it an effective method of surveillance. Today we intercepted a very interesting letter. This one confirms most of my theories, and has been locked away for safekeeping. When I have one or two more pieces of the puzzle, I'll nail Woodcutter to the wall. I'll have to do it quickly, though. The device, my ace in the hole, is almost finished. When it's completed, there'll be no reason for Woodcutter to let me live. I'll just have to get to him first. Work order. September 24th, 1965. Cynthia Peckman. Packing labor, 24 hours, 3 workers, $1.25 an hour, total $75. Transportation and storage, 5 hours, 3 workers at $1.25 an hour, plus gas, estimated total, $22. Materials, estimate total, $18. Total, $115. Notes. Client wishes to keep large items. Piano unpacked for sale and auction. Do not pack contents of guest room. Second floor, left side. Not owned by client. Client is still looking for key to first floor study. Will provide by 9/26. All expensive looking items are to be packed separately for immediate sale. I feel like there's more to that. Haha. You bastard. Nope, guess not. Okay. I hate these things. Whoa. What? Oh, hello. Interesting. Start. Circle. Square. Nice. It's an old metal key. Sweet. Bill. I owe you many thanks for forwarding my request to the New York Times. I think we have the opportunity to tell one of the great science stories of the 20th century and make a considerable sum in the process. The Times is a great first step, but when we are finished, I want to have headlines written about me on the front page of every paper in the country. The key to our success is Harris Buller's brain research. He has discovered something fundamental about the operation of subconscious brainwaves, and I believe that he will soon harness this knowledge to build a device whose object is to make men superhuman. Really? That's his object, huh? Our first task is to procure this device before Bold can publicize it. And my plans to accomplish that are already in motion. Once the device is in my hands, I am confident that I can reproduce and improve upon his work. That, Mr. Mitchell, is where you come in. An invention of this magnitude must not be consigned to the boneyard of the academic journal. It deserves praise and recognition for the common man. We will make it the story of the year, and then we will sell the technology to those rich enough to meet our price. For now, we wait for Buller to finish the device, and then we will make our move. I look forward to your continued cooperation in this mutually beneficial partnership. Best regards, Graham Wellington. Douchebag. Done that. Hope it's not too hard to actually do the combination. Oh, hell no. No. Nope. 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 Thought that was the door to go to the other room there. United States Patent Office. Eyewear with electromagnet refracting lenses. Harris Pollard, Oakland College, Logan, Kansas. Huh. Abstract to the disclosure. A pair of goggles is provided in which include a metal strip, a battery, and lenses. An assembly which, when placed over the eyes so that it rests against the head, permits the metal strip to touch the skin just above the left ear and crossing the forehead to touch the skin above the right ear as well. The function of the metal strip is to detect, upon contact, electromagnetic pulses from the brain and transmit them to the lenses. The lenses are created from a glass material, reference co-pending application serial number, blah, 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 that is made to alter its refraction of light based on electromagnetic impulses. Received from the metal strip and amplification by the battery. Okay. This invention relates to the visualization of electromagnetic activity in the brain. The more particularly the creation of visual patterns based on the neural activity of the subconscious. Interesting. Let's close that. I'm tired of. Huh. Neat how that got figured out real quick. Yeah, Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. You have 5 days. I am coming. Interesting. See, these papers are everywhere. Bobber! Here's a list of supplies this week. I know that you're angry that I haven't paid in a month, but please wait a little bit longer. I have some money coming, and I'll be able to pay you soon. Beans, cigarettes, ton of water, white bread, butter, eggs, copper wire, 3 feet, solder spool, vinyl tape, gasoline, butane leeches, and as many as you can get alive. Doesn't look good, Bobby. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. You will complete your research and then hand it to me, or we can discuss the South Pacific in 1944. Interesting. Right there. Dear Harris, Happy New Year. I suppose I am wasting my time by writing you again, but the new year always makes me think about the past. I was very upset when you did not respond to my letter. I was told that you refused my calls at the college. I understand you are still angry, and for that I cannot fault you. But unlike you, I have gotten past our little meltdown. I have grown to see it as the inevitable terminus of our relationship. Something had to happen sooner or later. Like spilt milk, as I say. It's not worth crying over. But I do have a request. I will make it plain, Harris. I need money. Some of my investments went bad last year, and with Kennedy in the White House soon, the others will certainly fail. You may hate me now, but I cannot believe you will consign me to a life of poverty. Somewhere deep down inside you, under that mask you wear in your daily life, I know you must feel something for me. Please, say you'll help me. Just this once. Put down the mask and Trust your feelings. I got a D bottle. Why is this in here? We rounded the corner and Johnson stopped dead, like he'd been given an electric shock. I about ran into him, cursing before I heard it. From somewhere far ahead, deep in the darkness, somebody was singing. A woman's voice. It echoed off the crystal walls and then seemed everywhere at once. The song was so faint, I listened hard but couldn't make out the words. The melody was odd, ghost-like, but it was definitely a person singing. Johnson turned and looked at me, but didn't say anything. We both understood. Somebody was down there. Somebody who must know the way out. We were saved. We broke into a run then. Johnson cradling his arm as we tried to cross the forest of crystal, scrambling over the translucent beams of amethyst big as fallen redwoods. I slipped, hit the smooth surface hard, got up again. We followed the woman's voice deeper and deeper into the caves. Jimmy got to the plateau first. I could tell before I made the rise that something was wrong. In the middle of the mesa was a sort of hatch, like something off the deck of a submarine. It was round and made of steel, and sticking out of it was a metal locking wheel. The woman's song drifted up from it like smoke. I looked back at Johnson as I grasped the handle. He was out of breath, still clutching his wrist, where his hand had been, trying to keep the cloth tourniquet tight around the stump. He nodded and I gave it a turn. I guess he lost his hand. That's crazy. Cold winter, increased risk of exposure. Kansas City, Kansas. With temperatures below 20 for the most of the state, experts warn that deaths from hypothermia are on the rise. Several deaths have already been attributed to the cold this year, including 2 hikers found south of Ottawa and a man in Wichita. December is one of the deadliest months, said Charles Manning, chief medical examiner at Ottawa PD. People don't realize how cold it's gotten and go out unprepared. Profound hypothermia occurs when a person's core body temperature drops below 90 degrees Fahrenheit. However, scientists do not yet understand why the deep cold kills some people and spares others. According to Manning, men are at greater risk than women, and the cold is particularly dangerous for thin people. Identifying death by hypothermia can be a challenge, said Manning. If the victim is found in the snow with his clothes half off, then we know. But sometimes bodies aren't recovered until much later, often without a mark on them. Scientists do not understand why some victims of hypothermia remove their clothing. That doesn't make sense. A phenomenon called paradoxical undressing, while others do not. Last March, the body of a 30-year-old woman who had been missing for several days was found near Topeka. After failing to identify the cause of death, the coroner chalked it up to exposure to the elements. The easiest way to stay safe is to not go out alone in the cold, especially at night. If you must go out, make sure that other people know where you're headed and dress warmly. If you're in a car accident, stay in the car. Don't try to hoof it to the next town if you're on your own. Interesting. Yay, bottle. Whoa. I had the mask on. I had the mask on.
If Woodcutter killed Bullard, he was pretty sneaky about it. No marks on the body, no sign of a struggle. Coroner ruled it was pancreatic failure. How do you kill a man without leaving a mark on him? And why return to the scene of the crime?
Before Graham died, he made sure the bathroom toilet was spotless. Don't know what that means, but okay. Johnson City, Texas. President Johnson boned up on reports and correspondence at the LBJ Ranch Day pending arrival of cabinet officials for the wide-ranging review of defense and foreign problems. Defense Secretary Robert S. McNamara and Deputy Defense Secretary Cyrus R. Vance were due to arrive by Jetstar at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time and will remain overnight at the ranch. Saigon, South Vietnam. The Viet Cong mounted an assault on Bien Ho Airport in Saigon on November 1st. Washington has yet to comment on the impact of the attack on U.S. operations in Vietnam. Neshoba County, Massachusetts. 18 men arrested by the FBI in connection with the murder of 3 civil rights workers are still awaiting formal charges from the state. The men alleged to be members of the Ku Klux Klan are accused of murdering James Chaney, Andrew Goodman, and Michael Schooner with the tacit cooperation of the local police. I don't know. Tacit. The 3 activists were visiting the area to investigate the burning of a church. Entertainment. The Supremes' Baby Love remains at the top of the charts this week, followed closely by Oh Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison. At the movies, the outrage opened this week. Paul Newman, Lawrence Harvey, and Claire Bloom star. The outrage. Almost missed that one. Daily log. As I sat idly by the window today, watching the snow slowly cover the fields, I remember the story of the Snow Woman. I first encountered it in a thin volume of Japanese folk tales that somebody loaned me at the base of Yokohama, and a decade later it is the only story from that collection that I can recall. The Snow Woman is a fascinating character. She is a monster, a murderer, a force of nature. Yet she has human qualities as well. Having fallen in love with a young man, she spares his life in order that she may appear to him later in another form and marry him. By telling her of his father's death, the man breaks a contract. But it's not just a contract between the man and the Snow Woman. It's a contract with the universe itself. It's what binds her to the mortal plane, allowing her to live as a human with the man she loves. By breaking this promise, he has destroyed her life. She is no longer able to remain with him, or with her family, even if she should want to. It is no wonder she's angry. That's interesting. I didn't know that's how it was. Okay, so I got 2 bottles. I got the leeches are right there. I unlock the door. And they're coming from in here. Alright, there's other doors I didn't go through. Like that one. Okay. So I know that one at least. Ah. The mask is missing. Oh, I forgot. Did I have the goggles yet in this room? I did, because I remember him sitting on the chair. Okay. The knob. Knob. Alright. 3 out of 4. Okay, wound. Got the combination of safe. I hate this room. It's where the thing was. Hey, that wasn't on that picture before. That wasn't up there either. Walk over there. Okay, so... Alright. Left 20. I start over. Alright. Okay. Whoa. Alright. Left 20. Right 50. Left 10. So many. So this is the only written copy of our research materials. Destroy the rest. Take this and get out of here. After I'm gone, they'll turn this house upside down looking for answers. Josie, I know about the secret room behind your wardrobe. What? If you stash anything there, you must get rid of it. I've already cleaned out the freezer. I'm counting on you. Take the files, destroy the machine, and get out of here. Secret room? Warren Brothers Construction. Jeez, it's expensive. Note, installed steel sliding and insulation per specification. Ran electrical for fans and evaporator under floor to connect to main line and basement. Compressor, evaporator, freon tank, and ventilation installed and tested. Replace standard door handle with locking variety per customer request. The Lunar Dream apparatus. William Benjamin Carpenter's work described the Carpenter effect over a century ago, continues to baffle psychologists today. We have struggled to understand the linkage between the conscious and the subconscious, particularly the way in which the subconscious mind seems to wield special knowledge of the conscious mind is unaware. Which the conscious mind is unaware. Our research attempts to give the conscious mind unfiltered access to all of the information stored in the subconscious by creating an artificial bridge between the two. We have done this in a rudimentary way with a set of lenses that it refracts light by tracking alterations in brain waves, but a more robust connection requires permanent alteration of the brain. The lunar dream apparatus combines engineering, psychology, neuroscience, and a bit of physics to create just a connection, such a connection. In order to give the subject some control over their own subconscious, we have chosen the moon as a mental mnemonic. After undergoing treatment in the lunar dream apparatus, the subject's subconscious and subconscious are merged whenever a full moon is visible. The paper describes the construction of the apparatus, its function, the details of our research, and data recorded from our first test subject, co-author Josephine Herrera. Okay. Stop. What's that? Yeah. Okay. That's creepy. Ah, now he's gone. Third time? Battery. I wouldn't have explored it, I mean. Dear Diary, I was thinking about Dad today. I finally got some confirmation from the insurance company, which fills in some blanks. Here's what I know so far. Dad went to war in 1940, to the Philippines. He had some minor injury and was discharged in 1944. He was the only member of his unit to survive, the rest having died in a submarine. In 1946, his parents' home in Illinois burned down, and he turned up to collect the insurance payout. At least somebody did. He didn't have any other family, so it must have been him. But after that, I can't find any trace of him. In 1952, the name Harris Bullard turns up in the footnotes of a research paper from Oakley College. Is this Dad? If so, what was he doing in the years after the war? Maybe he went abroad. There are some inconsistencies. Dad studied physics, not neuroscience, and Dr. Harris Bullard of Oakley College seems to have a chemistry background. There couldn't have been two Harris Bullards at the UOC in 1930s, could there? The scariest thing for me is that Dr. Bullard looks nothing like the one photo I have of my father. In the photo, his face looks different, and he's not so tall and skinny. Of course, he would have been younger, and the photo was taken before I was born. But maybe it's not Dad in the photo at all. I changed my major to neuroscience and moved out of here with one purpose: to figure out if Dr. Harris Bullard of Gove, Kansas, is the man who promised to marry Mama in 1939. It's been 2 years and I'm still not sure. I don't have the guts to ask him. What if I'm wrong? What will that make me? Dear Diary, got a letter from Herrera's today. From the Herreras today. They are good parents, even if they aren't my real parents. They sent the letter to me at Dr. Bullard's address, which means they know I'm living here. I wonder if they're worried. The whole town seems to have decided that the only reason I'd stay here is that I'm sleeping with him. I don't care what the small-minded bumpkins around here think, but I hope the Herreras aren't worried. Maybe soon I can tell them what I'm really up to. Also, Bobby Sawyer gave me another draft of his novel. It's really weird, but I think it's pretty good. I've been typing up his manuscripts on Bullard's typewriter. I'm fixing mistakes and making little edits as I go. When he's done, he's going to submit the typed version to Amazing Stories or World of Tomorrow. I hope they publish it. I don't know if magazines will even look at a work by a black author. I tell them to use a pen name. Tomorrow we run the first live test of the lunar dream apparatus. Dr. Bullard doesn't think it's going to work the first time. I hope it does. I volunteered to be the first test subject. Maybe after the treatment I'll be able to understand what happened to Dad. One last look. Okay, so all right. Wish it didn't take so long to get around the place. Alright, leeches. All right. A. C. C is heavier than A. And D. And E. So C is heaviest. A is heavier than D. Shit. A is heavier than D. E is heavier than E. E is heavier than A. Oop, I got that backwards. D-A-E-C. D-A-E-C. Sweet. Okay. Shit. Shit. No. No. Oh no. Shit. Alright. So this is a dead end, according to them, even though that window is open. So I go in. And I go straight for the basement. Can I walk? Turn on the lights. That's what I'd like to do. This is going to be creepy as shit, isn't it? Spring cleaning with chemistry. Spring is here and you may know what that means. Hours of household chores while the men kick back and enjoy the sunshine. But don't let the spring cleaning get you down. Let Mother Nature do the work for you. That's right, ladies. I'm talking about chemistry. With careful application of just a few household chemicals, your work will be done in no time. This handy guide covers a few of the most useful concoctions you can make at home. Have mold in the bathroom? Copper sulfate mixed with calcium oxide makes a great fungicide. Tired of trying to loosen a rusty screw? Just add borax to lemon juice to create a powerful rust remover. Does your man complain about your tap water? You can soften it by adding sodium carbonate. Don't waste time cleaning the hard way. A simple set of common chemicals can help you get that work done faster and smarter. paper. Today I turned in my resignation at the college. Yeah, she locked the window. She used to get inside earlier. Totally a dead end. Yeah, she locked the window. That's what I'm saying. Why would she lock the window? Well, I guess keep people from coming after her, I guess. Makes no sense to me. Today I turned in my resignation at the college. I have arranged for my lab to be moved to my house, and I'm having the icebox installed next Tuesday. I've taken steps to ensure secrecy. Woodcutter may have forced me out of the school, but now the research can continue without his knowledge. I'm lucky that the house has such an interesting history. Josie came to my office as I was packing up. She was distraught, her eyeshadow all smeared. I have never seen a student so emotionally affected. She has been a valuable assistant this year, and the research will be harder without her. It occurred to me to invite her to work with me at my home, but I hardly think she would have accepted. The woman now holds a graduate degree in the esoteric neuroscience at the age of 23. Damn. What does she need an old man like me for? Chemicals. Random chemicals. Unknown chemical. I don't like this. It's dark. Somebody's gonna be with this. Something strange there, but too hard to see, huh? Alright, at least I know. I'm gonna come back to that spot. For the last year and a half, I've been receiving threatening notes from somebody calling himself Woodcutter. He knows things about my past I'd rather not have aired in public. After forcing me into early retirement, he now demands that I hand over all of my work. Last night I was supposed to deliver my research materials to him. Instead, I camped out nearby and watched the meeting point through my camera with the big lens. I can say I was entirely surprised to see you show up. Some advice: next time you try to extort personal property from somebody, don't arrange a meeting under a bright street lamp. I bet the photos will turn out great. You can make up names, try to spook me in my home, and threaten me all you want, but I'm not giving you my research, Graham. If you want it, you have to kill me. Word of warning, I won't go easy. I once broke a man's wrist with a ball-peen hammer, and I'd rather enjoy doing it. Look forward to repeating that experiment with you. Alright. Hello.
I haven't had a good night's sleep in 3 days. I've been giddy ever since I figured that this might be a murder case. Not even a broken arm could keep me down. But now that I'm here, the truth seems a lot more complicated. This story is my shot. Better make it count.
Record. Switch. No, not record. Switch. Sweet. Identifying chemical compounds by their flame. In an emergency, you may need to identify a foreign substance. Many chemicals can be isolated by observing the color of the flame that they produce when burned. Neat. Copper sulfate, green. Lithium, deep red. Sodium, orange. Copper, blue. Sodium, yeller. Have you failed any of the questions when she asked to check the notes, like who found Harris' body? No, not yet. I have not failed one of them yet, so I don't actually know what happens if you fail one. Hello. Ooh. Whoa, a secret panel. This crank looks like it's made to be detached. Better take it with me. Oh. What? She said something looked interesting over here. I'm gonna go check that out real quick before I forget. Ha. Um. So I need to. Okay. Okay. It's rusted. So. Box of matches. Yeah. It's like it's telling me what to do. Okay, I gotta turn the gas on. Okay, so at some point, I need to turn on the gas. As soon as I figure out how and where that's done. September 14th, 1964. Are you enjoying yourself, Harris? Does it excite you to shun me? To treat me like the garbage the way that you do? When you sit in bed with that little slut, do you smoke cigarettes and laugh about me? I know about you. I know all about you, Harris. I know about the girl who's living at your house. You're old enough to be her grandfather, for Christ's sake. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm ashamed of you. The whole town is ashamed of you. You're a laughingstock, Harris. A public spectacle. Now you have that Sawyer kid running your errands for you. You don't even have the guts to show your face around town. Really, Harris? I thought you were more of a man than that. You cheat on me, bankrupt me, deny me help in my hour of need, and still you are not content? Now you insist on tarnishing my reputation with your what? With careless antics. Do you think of no one but yourself? Can you really be the man I knew? My man in Louisville refused my bet this year, Harris. If I can't play the races, I don't know how I will survive. Your little vendetta will be the death of me. Do you understand? When they find me lying in the street, starved and thin and dead from exposure, the blame will be squarely upon your head. Cynthia. Yeah. So it said something about borax and lemon juice, I think it said for rust. I think that's what it said. He's hiding behind there. I see you. Alright. Alright, so I need to figure out how to turn on the gas. Objectives. I would think the gas would be turned on from out here. Down here. Flickery light. Okay, so everything has to be down here then. Wait, what am I talking about? To turn on the gas, I probably just have to use the matches over the burner. Duh. Come on, matches. See? Turn the gas on. Oh. That whole damn time. Copper chloride. Sodium borate. Copper sulfate. Lithium chloride. And newspaper. And that was no. Mold, no. There we go. Borax and lemon juice. I made a paste for removing rust. I don't need these other chemicals anymore. Wow. Okay. Ooh, tunnel. Alright. Cynthia Peckman wanted money. Grant Wayne has a secret. He was fired. No. No. He's woodcutter. Bullard was being blackmailed. Huh. Bats. Anything in the bucket? Run away. What is this? The main pod of the apparatus is complete. Today I tested each of the individual connections, but we won't really know if it works until we can do proper tests with the full moon. The weather conditions required by the device are very sensitive, and anticipating them is proving harder than we predicted. I must tread carefully now. Should Woodcutter know that the apparatus is functional, I would have no chance of stopping him. We must keep the work secret. I rarely venture from the house now, and the device is too valuable to leave unguarded. Graham called again today. He knows I'm up to something. He tried his best to worm some details out of me, but his attempts of subterfuge were pretty feeble. The man is an incompetent scientist, but an even more incompetent liar. Josie volunteered vigorously to be the first test subject, and I readily agreed. It's not going to work the first time anyway. Okay, so that... I want to go over there. Boric acid, huh? I want to turn that on. I want to go to the breaker. Breaker. No? No. Fine. Go your way. Oh, okay. I bet you lay in there. Look out that thing and the moon's above you. Bet that's it. Paper. The Crystal Cave. I hate this book. What? And it was brighter and brighter and brighter than the sun, but cold. I could see my breath, but so cold. I could see my breath, and it was dark, and I heard her voice. It was a light, and her voice was the... Wait, what? And it was brighter and brighter and brighter than the sun, but cold, so cold, I could see my breath, and it was dark, and I heard her voice. It was the light, and her voice was the light and the cold, and she was talking to me, talking like my mother used to talk to me, and it was beautiful and the most beautiful voice I'd ever heard, and I wanted to go with her and feel her skin and see her eyes and be her eyes, but it was cold. I could see my breath, and there was an edge to her voice, sharp like a knife. Her voice had another voice under it, and it was sharp, and I thought maybe that is her real voice, and her real voice was cold and so hesitated, and then I could feel the warmth, and there was warmth, and it was all over me, and I could feel, and it opened my eyes and saw the warmth, and it was blood. Wow! That was a gigantic run-on sentence from hell. Oh, that hurt to read. Seriously. Ugh. Looks like a page torn from a notebook. Mama, respectful always, outrageous hats, simply wonderful, adores music, never angry, not forgotten, all alone. Joseph Turner, age 10. Josephine. Okay. Oh, hand.
Graham Wellington wanted fame and glory. Josie Herrera wanted to find something precious. Cynthia Peckman wanted money. Bobby Sawyer wanted to be a writer. I wanted to get out of Kansas and start a real life. Now I just want to see my mother again.
Okie dokie. Aha. A sharp hacksaw blade. Okay. Can I use the hacksaw blade? Hacksaw blade. No? Okay. I haven't gone over there yet. Anything interesting? Let's walk over here. Aha. Okay, so I have a hacksaw blade. No, I have a hacksaw. Can I hacksaw through the chains? Maybe. Yes. Okay. 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 Aha. I knew I probably should have hidden the device. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a bad idea. Oh, hello. What the hell? Where the hell am I? Okay. Wonder if this is that dream thing and I'm seeing a dream. Whatever. Guess I can't go into the doors? I can't open my inventory. Oh, hey, look, it's another one of those little statues down there. Give me the statue. Give me the statue. Ah! Where am I now? Oh, shit. Go that way? Oh. Wait. Okay, so get the power working. Look, hand crank. Crank. Take that. Whoa. Wait, what was that? A ladder. J. Laurie? What? 1944. Harris. Wait. Harris died today. The whole squad gone? The thing is, it should have been me. I was supposed to be on that sub. I asked Harris to switch with me this morning, right as the crew was boarding. I told him I didn't feel well. I've never liked submarines. Harris was the only person I've ever really thought of as a friend. My associates in Chicago would stick a knife in my back without blinking an eye if they thought it would get them some dough. In fact, I'm sure that's what they intend to do the moment I step off this boat. Perhaps I should see Harris's passing as an opportunity. All of his things are here, his papers, his extra dog tags, the physics book he showed me, his passport's here. Everyone who knew us personally is at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe my dear friend Harris has provided me with a way out. Ooh. Washington, D.C. Today, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Cullen-Harrison Act for beer bill into law. The law gives states the authority to legalize the sale of beer and wine containing 3.2% alcohol or less. For many, the act marks the first step towards dismantling the Volstead Act and ending prohibition. Supporters of the act argue that prohibition has led to the rise in organized crime. A lot of small-time bootleg operations just went out of business, at a local restaurant owner who said that his name has been withheld. Yeah. Empty jug. Okay. Go here. Yeah. It's a still. Bill, I've made an incredibly fortunate discovery. About a month ago, a student came by with an old newspaper clipping he had run across. It was dated 1932 and contained a photograph of 4 men arrested in a Chicago police bust. One of them is a spitting image of our dear Bullard. The student thought the photo quite curious, particularly because the man pictured is identified by a different name, James Lowry. I knew it. I laughed it off as a coincidence and sent the student on his way. That evening, however, I became consumed with the insane idea that perhaps this was not happenstance after all. Could it be that in 1932 our own Harris Bullard was arrested under a different name? With the right connections, confidential police files are as easy to access as public records. I received today a carbon of James Lowry's 30-year-old arrest report. He was suspected of laundering money for a criminal organization, but was never formally charged. Sometime between his arrest and his release, his mug shot was taken. Thankfully, his photo was included in the documents I received. It is undeniably Bullard. Crank. I got this. Fuel. Fuel. Where does the fuel go? No, I know. Fuel goes in. Gotta get. Oh, it's glowing back there. Who's that? That's the dude that keeps wearing the devilly mask. Holy crap. Full moon. Oh, cool. Now this one's got punctuation. The room had changed while I slept. Though it was pitch black, though I couldn't see my fingers in front of my face, I knew. Things had moved. The doorway was gone. The room had changed. Jimmy was still where I left him, though, all stiff now. I tore off a piece of his flannel shirt with my teeth and wrapped it fresh around my fingers. The bleeding had stopped, but I tied it tight anyway. The one time in my life being a southpaw did me any favors. When I reached out again, I snagged the corner of Jimmy's pants and felt something sticking out of his back pocket. It was a flashlight. Not as police standard issue, but a little pen light, the kind you see in the back of a Sears catalog. My fingers were shaking so bad that it took me 3 tries to turn it on. Jimmy was curled up backwards in an 0, in an O. Oh. His legs all tangled, arms almost touching his toes. He looked like a rubber man I saw once when Pa took me to the circus. The rubber man had bent all over, twisted his arms backwards, rolled up in a ball, and put his feet behind his head. Scared me half to death, and Pa yelled at me later for making a scene. I bet even the rubber man couldn't bend his back as far as Jimmy had, though. His mouth was open a bit, and something was wrong with it. I had to peer in close with the flashlight before I figured it out. His teeth were missing. Interesting. That's the door going into here. Creepy place. And that's wood. Alright. Dead man in the underground room was... I'm guessing that's Wellington. The truth about Harris Bullard is... Yes. The man we know as Harris Boulder is really Laurie. Yeah, what was that? The record. Play the record. Hello. Padlock. Yeah, not a fan of the music there, no. Turn you even further down. Dear Harris, I understand. I understand why you have not responded to my previous letters. Why you have made every effort to avoid me. Why you never wrote me during the war. I didn't want to admit it, but I'm tired of playing the fool. You found someone else. You don't love me anymore. I understand. I'm not even angry with you about it. You're a vile man. I thought you had died in the war, and yet here you are, living without us in Chicago. Pretending to be out when I knock on your door. I wanted to look into your eyes and ask you for the truth, but I don't need to any longer. You can rot in your little apartment of yours all I care. What I do not understand is how you could do this to your own child. Our child. The child you never even met. The child I have raised for the last 5 years while you were doing God knows what in the Philippines. The child who has the father that came back from the war and won't even visit. Won't even call. That you no longer want me, I understand. But for what you have done to your own little one, I will never forgive you. Rosanna Turner. Want to get ending C real quick? I didn't even know you're supposed to like collect endings. I did see the different endings on there. But what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? See, padlock. Padlock on freezer. Okay, so what do I do for ending C then? Ouch. But you have to play about 20 minutes in a new game to get it after this event. Oh. Wow. Go to the starting area door. Click on it like 5 times. Okie dokie. One, two, three. Huh. That's cool. Okay. So ending C is whenever you give up, basically. Just can't take it no more. Really don't like that dude popping up like that. I get it.
Hypothermia. Kills in a matter of hours and leaves no mark. Bullard died in his freezer. Or was it James Lowry? Now that I've gathered all the pieces, I just need to put them together. A scientist with a past, a dead colleague, an ex-wife down on her luck, a girl with no father, and a boy with no future, a snow woman, a full moon. Now I just need to get out of here alive.
I wonder if you put the blank pages in the typewriter. Not sure what you do with them, but hey. I missed a page then. Shit. Oh shit. Sure it's taking them a long time to get here.
I barely managed to pull Josie from the house as it burned to the ground. All of Bullard's research, his equipment, and his secrets burned with it. Josie Herrera was arrested for the murders of Harris Bullard and Graham Wellington. My story of blackmail, murder, and my narrow escape from a deranged killer made headlines. In January, I start at the Chicago Tribune. I never told them about James Lowry or that Josie's last name is really Turner. Those secrets are mine alone.
Man, it's crazy. Other two endings. Can I still get the other two endings without playing the whole game over again, or? Like the others, try something different. Oh. What? Oh. So it'll be the same for... Skip it! Skip it! I want to skip it. Okay, so... What's ending A then? I got you. I got you. At least I think I can find it. Nope. Screw you. Burn in hell. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
I barely managed to escape as the house burned to the ground.
Ha 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 ha.
All of Bullard's research, his equipment, and his secrets burned with it. The bodies of Josie Herrera and Graham Wellington were recovered from the debris. My story of blackmail, murder, and my narrow escape from a deranged killer made headlines. In January, I start at the Chicago Tribune. I never told them about James Lowry or that Josie's last name is really Turner. Those secrets are mine alone.
Haha. Ending complete. Yes. So, I guess... I guess that's it. Well, got all the endings. Solved the murder. Burned the house down a couple times. So that's it. Thank you everybody that watched. Thank you for those who followed. Thanks for the help getting the endings there at the end there. I'll be posting this on my YouTube channel for those that didn't get to see this live. So, well, I guess that's it really. Let's see.